We will now go to item 7. On these, Cindy, these are all basically the same, correct, just different providers?
Cindy Sullivan, Animal Shelter Director.
Thank you.
Yes, they're all almost the same. I have one new one in there. Actually, E is a new veterinarian. Barbara Divers is going to be moving out of state, and she's not sure exactly when she's going. So, Mrs. Bishop, I've been working with now for a couple of years, and she did not really want to do it, but now she has changed her mind and is willing to take Barbara's place. So I went ahead and got the contract signed with her. So when Barbara leaves, then she will step in her place, and we'll have to do all of the, switch over all of our DEA and pharmacy licensing and all that stuff. It's quite a mess to have to do it again. But I've already got her in place, and we'll get her W-9s, and she's already doing rabies clinics and stuff for us free of charge. So I'll short it that one, and then I believe that F we were going to be taking off of those as well.
All right, so this question from council or from the manager, do we need to have a motion per letter, or can we wrap them all up in one?
Actually, Madam Chair, I was just discussing with Cindy and with Brandon, and I noticed, I apologize I didn't get to them earlier, but there is a little bit of language that we've been recently adding to our contracts that are not in these contracts. So if the commission would like to look at the amounts or whatever you're comfortable with, but I would ask that you just authorize me to execute these contracts after legal approves them. The amounts are all basic standard amounts that you guys had agreed to in years past. It's just there's some indemnification language and some campaign disclosure language and some bribes, gratuities language that needs to be added to the contracts. Nothing to do with the amounts.
Okay, thank you.
I have no problem, Madam Chair.
Nor do I.
Happy to announce no one raised their prices on us this year, so I was really pleased with that. I did also, just for your knowledge, I pursued all of the veterinary clinics in the valley again. I did Edgewood, we have a new clinic in Moriarty. I've been in negotiations with everyone I could try to offer to get the public more places to go. And we're not able to pay the prices that the other clinics need. You know, at this point, they're really small and can't afford to help us out right now. But I just wanted to let you know that everyone, or they haven't contacted me at all, which has been the same year after year after year. I let them, because I want to be fair that everybody has an opportunity to, you know, help us out and share in the joy. So I just wanted to let you know that I have done that. I've contacted everybody. And these are the ones that have responded.
Thank you, Cindy. Could you give us some language from council that we could use to cover A through E and also include what Joy recommended, since we're all in agreement?
What I would suggest, Madam Chair, is that you make one motion authorizing the county manager to execute the contracts after receiving modification to form only from legal, such that the terms will remain the same. The financial terms will all be identical, but we'll add language to protect the county and comply with statute. So I think one motion authorizing her to execute them pursuant to our approval as to form.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion on the table?
So move.
Thank you. Is there a second?
There's a second. I do have one question. That memorandum of understanding between us and the city, is that something that's going to come back before us, or that's something that's just not going to happen?
No, ma'am. Madam Chair and Commissioner Tapia, when I was speaking with council today, my question was that we didn't have a term in this memorandum, and his recommendation was that we didn't need one unless the terms had changed from one party to the other, and Moriarty is in agreement to leave the terms the same, and if we are too, then there's no need to take action.
So we still have an MOU with them?
Yes. Yes, it's not terminating, and it need to be renewed.
I was asked by Tracy Cedillo to get all of my new contracts to her, and in doing that, I noticed that some of them were coming out at a year, some of them are open-ended, so I don't really worry about it, because it's like if someone has a problem with it, then you can come to the table and dissolve. And so I really haven't looked at them too much until Tracy brought it to my attention. So I just thought I would just blanket them all and get them all, make sure we're all on the same page and get new dates on stuff, so.
I think that's great, and so the language can be added through council, that's a great practice. Okay, so there is a motion on the table and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.